Hello ROS developers, welcome to the ROS2 in 5 minutes video series by Deconstruct, your channel for everything ROS. I'm Bayode Aderola, and in this video we will be answering the question, what is a ROS2 message? But before we get into that, remember to visit the Robotics Academy, our online academy where you find the easy way to learn ROS fast using simulated robots. No installation required, and you will find the link to this academy in the video description. So now let's get to work. Like we said, we wanted to answer the question, what is a ROS2 message? So we are going to do that first of all by starting our development environment, which also happens to be ROS Development Studio, another powerful tool from Deconstruct. You also find a link to this development studio in the video description. So now, without wasting much time, we open our shell. We want to launch a Docker machine containing ROS2 and see what we can do with messages in ROS2. We are pulling a Docker image provided by osrf with the latest version of ROS2. The command to bring up messages is ROS2 message, and now we want to see all the commands available for us there. So here we go. So these are all the possible commands that we can use for ROS2 messages. But before we get into that, let's look a bit of the theory we have here. ROS2 messages, what are they? Now this is also true of ROS messages, so in case you are familiar with ROS already, then you might know that these things are true, but just in case you are coming here for the first time, you might also learn about ROS2 and ROS1 messages at the same time. So now you have this picture here showing that two nodes communicating, and they are communicating using a message and then over a topic. So you can see that the communication is bidirectional. Each node can send and receive messages, and they are doing this over a channel that's called topic in ROS. And based on the message or the goal of the message, then there are different types of messages which we will look at shortly in the demonstration. For example, if you want the robot to move, then you send a different kind of message than when you want the robot to take a picture. And of course, when the node is sending a message, it needs to know what kind of message it's going to send, and then the receiving node is expecting a particular type of message so that it can respond appropriately. Let's see that in action here. Take the first command here. We do ROS2 message list. So it shows, MSG. So it shows us a list of all the available message types. Now this is what we're talking about, and this is because there are different kind of messages that can be sent. Finally, we'll be looking at this one is the show, which shows the definition of the message, and this is very important if you are going to program messages, because you need to know how to do that. In the previous video, we are going to publish to a topic, and we needed to know the structure of that. So in this case, it was a simple string message. That's ROS2 message show, and it's in the package standard messages, and then string. So which in plain language is just a sequence of text, and we can see here that to use that message we need to set a variable called data, which is a string. Now, but another common message type that we usually send to robot is the command to move is base, and that one is usually a twist message from geometry messages. Twist. So let's look at the structure of that. It's an interesting message type. ROS2 message show. So we have the definition. So it has two parts: vector 3 linear, vector 3 angular. But this vector 3 itself is another message type. So we might want to also check out what vector 3 entails. Fortunately, it's also part of the geometry messages. So here we just need to change to vector 3. And then here you have it. So a vector 3 message type must contain 3 variables x, y, z, all float 64. That's 64-bit floating point number. So more or less, we need to send a message something like this format. Okay. So let's end that. Rounding up, I encourage you to look at the other commands that we have not looked at here, and then try them out, see what they mean and how you can use them. So that's all for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. So did you like the video? If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to our channel and press the bell for a new video every day. You can also leave us your thoughts in the comments area. Peace out. Ó dàbọ̀.